Yeah, what we're doing.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Cutting down a tree for Bob.
We're going to cut down a tree for Bob. Monkey Beaver Bob works at the little Monkey Beaver factory and runs a bar tacker, among other things. Runs a press. Bob's the type of guy that has done a lot of things for a lot of people, built tons of equity with people. So he would be missed if he were gone or something, because tons of people would come out of the woodwork to say, that guy did this for me, type of thing. So he's helped me move before. He's done a lot of things for me that were just like brother helping brother type of thing, but I've never really got to do much for him besides give him a job, because Bob knows a little bit about everything and I only know about trees. But he told me that he had a tree at his house that was tipping over, and I was like, oh, it's my turn. I get to do something for Bob. So we're gonna go see what's up with this tree and see if we're the heroes today. And we're gonna charge him an arm and a leg. Just kidding. We can't charge him. He worked one time all summer because my foundation needed repaired. It was rotting out underneath the back of the house, and I was gonna fix it, and I didn't really know how, but I was gonna do it anyway. And then Bob sort of found out that I was about to be doing real guy type things, and he is a real guy, so he started telling me how to do it. But then he realized he couldn't really penetrate my thick skull with how to do it unless he like showed up and helped. So he showed up and helped me once a week all summer until we had the foundation fixed. I think I gave him like some kind of fancy contractor tool or something for leveling. I don't know. I paid him in some kind of way, but not in a real compensation way, because he's being Mr. Benevolent. Now I get to do something. So fixing the foundation of a house that's rotted, to me, is a big puzzle. This, very easy puzzle. This is like kid stuff. Thanks to white pine. We don't get those around here. He must have planted it. Nice shirt.
My shirt?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I got this new prototype bar by Sumara. So it's a quarter pitch thing. And I do have a Panther chain on it. But I'm going to try this out. I really like it because it doesn't have the carving nose. You'll throw less chains with it. I'm going to try it out on this little white pine. I might have to put a rope in this. Yeah, I probably should put a rope in it.
Also, none of those limbs you think will do any problem in the driveway?
No way.
They're too crispy?
No way will it do a thing. Unless it only does stuff to your driveway. This tree leans back a little bit. So, put a rope in it.
Oh, okay, you got a good wiggle to it. That top is ready to bust right out of it. Probably don't cut many white pines, do you?
So for the noob, it looks like this. You got a running bowline, which chokes it there, and then the rope goes up over some limbs around the back and out. And I'm not pulling it with the van, but I have it anchored to the van, and I'll put some tension on it, and then I'll just cut it with it loaded with force this way. I'll pull it this way, and the idea is to drop it there, but pull it this way. You guys got to be behind the stump. He was right, this tree did need to come down soon. All right, Caitlin, take the rope off. And Bob, you can try out the Milwaukee.
All right.
Bob's a Milwaukee man, so I brought my top handle for him to borrow and see, because he wants to buy one, and I think it should be the Milwaukee. Maybe the two-handle one, but this will give him an idea of power. So this is all trash. Getting into some decent core, but you can see the way it breaks, how there's no fibers sticking up. It's got the Butterfinger brake, the Biscotti brake. I faced it, then I came through from the back, and then I just broke that off by hand right up the driveway.
Just give me some of your love. She said, I don't want your Chevrolet. I don't want your Chevrolet. I don't want nothing in the world you got. No, you can't do nothing for me. You can't do nothing for me. I buy you a diamond ring. I buy you a diamond ring. I buy you a diamond ring. Just give me some of your love. I don't want your diamond ring. I don't want your diamond ring. I don't want nothing in the world you got. You can't do nothing for me. You can't do nothing for me. I buy you a watch and chain. I buy you a watch and chain. I buy you a watch and chain. Just give me some of your love. I don't want your watch and chain. I don't want your watch and chain. I don't want nothing in the world you got. You can't do nothing for
Oh.
Yeah!
There you got it.
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
We do the same thing with extension cords when you're pulling it and you hang up on something, you give it a twist. And
Yeah, but my arm wasn't long enough to get the leverage I needed.
Yeah.
I actually saw Reg Coates do that, and I was all, how come I haven't done that? This is the gnaw I use. It's kind of like a trucker's hitch, but it's more secure because it's like tied off. So one loop, two loops, but on the other side, like not in a row like this, but crossing over. And then one through the middle. And then you reach through the first one and grab it and pull it. And then you dress the knot so that it looks like a little bowline. See?
It's a lot easier to take out.
So that's like the bowline part. And then if you pull on it super hard, you'll still get it out. And we are gonna crank on this thing with 3 people here. Look at that tree moving.
I know.
Watch the tree. This is just hand power. Okay, everybody on the rope and pulling together. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
You good?
Watch out, you got a tree right behind you.
1, 2, 3. All right, let's call that good. And then I'm going to tie a munter, tie it off like this with 2 half hitches. And now if that tree doesn't tip over while I'm following it, I'll come back here and pull down on that. And it'll be crazy leverage. Crazy.
You see how much the lean is.
It's not one to do without a rope. What we want is to come down the middle of this road. Strong likelihood that I have enough force against it right now that I won't need to go pull it after. Just back in there, you'll be safe.
Come on. Let's get you to a safe place. Yeah, just leave it here.
This is another base tie deal. The reason I was manipulating the line is because the rope was out a limb, like 16, 18 inches out a limb where I went over. I needed to manipulate it back in close to the trunk because we pulled on it quite hard. And you don't want to just break the limb off that it's going over, because it's not choked up there. It's going over a limb, base tied near the bottom, and then the other end out here. It's noteworthy to mention that we pulled it this side of the lay, so we got the tree laying here. We could have pulled it straight this direction, but then our rope would be all underneath the tree and it's harder to get back out. So we pulled it off to the side just so that we could get our rope back. And sometimes you think of that and it still gets mashed under it. All right, Caitlin, show them how it's done. Pulling on rope that throws my back out.
Oh, when it comes tight all of a sudden?
Just pulling, the action of pulling. I had it, when my back went out the worst, it was when a saw was stuck and I pulled on it. Yeah? Oh,
right.
Jaden wants to go home. When you're 6, you have questions like that.
Job's done.
You're not cool enough to keep those thoughts to yourself. Can you hold it till we get home? Yeah. Yeah? Good. Oh, the guy with the big mustache?
Yeah, and like the funny laugh.
I don't
heard him
remember the
laugh?
No,
It's
I don't recall the laugh.
Hilarious. It's like cartoon.
Yeah?
It's like,
Does he know?
I think he knows, yeah. He goes like, or something like that. I don't know, it's like, I don't know.
I had Billy Ray tell me once, you're a chuckler. So now I sometimes catch myself, you know. I like the way Billy Ray laughs. There's this old video where it's so relatable, because when you do something and when you pull off something really cool, laughter is like the perfect expression.
Yeah.
And he was up on this ladder and he fell multiple trees in a group, and he triggered it all with, and so he has to climb down the ladder where the whole world is moving. See how perfect that yard is?
Yep.
Take note. Well, Bob seemed a little bit concerned at first with the way I was doing stuff, huh?
Yeah.
What about this? What about that?
Yeah, I got water pipes. You gotta-
Yeah. That's the way
You know-
he's a very particular guy.
Yeah.
And when the work is happening at your house,
Out of his hands.
yeah, then you might. And plus, he knows me. He knows that I will do stuff even if I don't know how. Right? Because lots of times he's been like, hold on, that's not how you do that. And I'd be like, Bob, I'd be done now if we weren't trying to do it right. Well, when it comes to tree work, you can just calm down and wait, and I'll get her done for you. Just not all the other real guy stuff. Is that gonna mess up my water pipes? My electrical?
Is it gonna poke into the road?
I got pipes under there. Hope you handled it pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
What about you? Were you worried?
No.
No?
No. You know you're doing it. And I don't, so I just let you do what.
Well, I heard you guys were all watching me, and then when that first one cracked right into the drop zone, I heard you go all nice.
Because it was
Because I was pulling it this way,
just like it
pulling it that way.
did all the little things that made it go perfectly.
Yeah. It went how I expected it to. But if you didn't do it right, it would have not worked. I know that sounds like
Yeah.
Yogi Bear, a dumb, redundant thing to say.
You don't do all the things right.
It won't work. Oh, how that's really profound.
Like, wow.
This truck has a gnarly shimmy about 45 miles an hour.
Yeah, it slides a little.
No, it starts going like that.
Yeah, I've noticed when we're on the highway. You can't, like, when we're on long trips, you can't lean your head against the window or you'll rattle your
Conk,
seat
conk,
out.
conk, conk. Only at a certain speed, though. Yeah, like if I had not left a big thick hinge and then broke it, the tree would have tipped off and got all hung up in that, or it could have gone toward the van if I cut too much wood.
Yeah.
There was ways for that to not go right.
You know, it just looked so easy. Showed up, you know, didn't have to do much, hit the road, just, you know.
Yeah, but every little thing that I did, even setting the rope, was done in a particular way.
Yeah.
And Bob's not the only person that can get particular about a thing.